our family road trip this year, we're headed to Maine to Acadia National Park. But we need to break up the trip a bit because it's a ways away. And so we're stopping at a few places, one of which is Gettysburg, which is great because we homeschool and we just finished up a unit study on the Civil War. So I'm really excited to take the kids there and just to make everything that they've been learning about come alive. And so here we go.
Welcome to Maryland.
Seminary, making modern music,
Everybody hold hands, welcome to Pennsylvania. Let me hold hands.
Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war.
Everywhere out the window, like you'll see giant monuments erected to the people who fought at these locations, right? There's fighting that has been going on for the last mile. So right now we are on the Union side. You see which way the cannons are pointing. They're pointing to our left. Over there is the Confederate lines.
Now, let's visit some of the impressive monuments dotting this ridge.
So they must have been, so they were here. This is the ridge. And they charged from the right side down to the left side. So the Confederates were coming up out Heartland's window. The Union counterattacked by charging down this ridge, probably into the Confederates who were sitting there in the trees. All along, just in the middle of fields, you'll see markers that said, this is where I fought. So here we are at the center of the Confederate line on Seminary Ridge, overlooking the Union position just where Robert E. Lee stood, looking across the battlefield for Day 3 of Gettysburg. There is General Lee up on Traveler behind us. This is the biggest monument to the Confederates at Gettysburg, made out to Virginia. It says, Virginia to her sons at Gettysburg. In the immortal words of Robert E. Lee, all of Virginia is here. Low trees, and then there's another little hill of trees, and then little round top. That second little hill of trees is called the Devil's Den. That was probably the worst fighting on the second day. Just behind that building, you can see there's a little rise. Trees kind of look like they're farther off, but not all the way to Little Round Top. That is the Devil's Den. We'll definitely be getting out there.
That's one view.
Oh look, Dave's reading another sign.
God,
You want me to read it out loud?
No.
God
starting.
Roll up.
Yeah, spiral staircase.
Makes me remind of Harry Potter. Mom, I think
All right, I made it.
This is like you. Oh my gosh. Little tiny people down there.
What do you think so far?
Good.
Look out across the field. In a line of trees far away, that's where the rebels were positioned.
He's
The
on
long
the
expanse of grass between here and the trees is the distance Pickett's men covered during their charge. It's about a mile long. How long does it take you to walk a mile? What about running a mile? What about running a mile while under fire and under a burning hot sun? Pickett rallies the Confederates. All men at your post. Let no man forget today that you are from
Crazy.
Old Virginia. Then his 13,000 men charged towards Cemetery Hill in one last-ditch attempt to win the Battle of Gettysburg.
High water mark, replays of long states salt.
Division, Pender's Division, Anderson's Division. Oh my gosh.
Pender's division.
The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. From these honored dead, we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.